What's up, Clanimals? It's Sean. So, I am going to do one of these live scouts. I thought these would kind of be a cool idea, so you could see, as I'm first seeing a base, what I'm looking for, what I see, maybe what I don't see, if you're, quite aware of what's going on. We were in a war. I haven't looked at my guy yet. I haven't really looked at anything, so I am gonna do that now. And for the first attack, we just attack across, which I hate, because sometimes you get matched up against a base that doesn't work with your playing style. Oh, thank God I'm not a Town Hall 10. Jesus, I was kind of worried there for a second. Okay, at least it's a Town Hall 9. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a general. Okay, so this base is called the General. It's modified though. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Curious. Okay, so usually the General, I'll kind of draw here for you what it normally looks like. It usually looks something like this is all pretty much the same. The Queen is generally here, and the King is here. These walls are not there. They're down here instead. This wall's usually not there. The mortar's over here instead of... Oh, and he moved that in and moved the king out. So it's modified pretty heavily, actually. And usually there's only one double giant bomb spot, and this one there are two. It's going to make it kind of tricky. That's fucking annoying. Well... We'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm thinking here then, right off the bat. Let's look at this CC range. No troops yet. Okay. So I can lure off this cannon down here. Not off the mortar either. Okay, so my lure's looking like, here. Here. Maybe here. Here and here. So those are my choices. I could also drop... the Clan Castle lure shouldn't be much of a problem. Usually in the General, the Town Hall and the Clan Castle are switched, I think. So normally I would lure from the bottom in a base like this, obviously, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. I'm going to perhaps foolishly assume that there are Teslas in here. Let me change color so you guys know what the fuck's going on. Tesla, if I had to look at it, that's what I'd say. I doubt there's a Tesla up top. I would guess that there is a Tesla. The pathing doesn't make sense for these to be double giant bombs, so I'm going to guess there's a Tesla in here somewhere. And a Tesla in here somewhere. Just looking at the base, that's what I would guess. I would assume giant bombs then are here and here. But I wouldn't be surprised if he had them kind of alternated and he had one, up here where I think the Teslas are. Okay. Good. I'm sure he's got some spring traps loaded in here. We'll make those green. Those are always worrisome. They can take out, 3 Ear Hogs at a time, and if there's 6 loaded up, you've got some problems. Maybe some in here as well. This mortar's too vulnerable. I doubt there's any in here, but maybe. I don't know. Let me line that back up for you guys. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm obviously looking at Hog. That's, no problem. Let me get rid of these little green ones. I'll leave the Teslas and the giant bomb look at things here. I am going to say, based on this Clan Castle position, I am going to... The Queen kind of worries me on that side. No, she doesn't worry me at all. Okay. She's not even near that archer tower. That's great. Okay. I'm sure he's got some balloons here, so I'm going to loon. There's 2 archer towers. Is this one in range too? Yeah, shit. So that'll cost 4. Jesus, it's a steep price for a lure and only 1 defense. I could maybe come over here instead, because at least the Archer Queen's obviously not going to be a problem by this cannon. Okay, so let me explain the general. We're going to run into the general, and I'm sure we have before, but we're going to run into it eventually. Generally, so I mean, these are the double positions, right? And I don't think it's... You know what, actually? Now that I'm looking at it, I bet this is a double. I bet this is a double. Just to fuck with people. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, man. It's kind of a weird base. I just don't know. I mean, maybe he does have both here. Well, whatever. Fuck him. Here's what I'll do. Okay? I'll check this one by maybe sending a hog after my hogs are pathing around. The 4 double giant bombs are really throwing me off, because the only generals I've attacked have 2 positions and not 4. So it's kind of annoying. And the queen is never so deep. She's usually out here or out here. It's annoying. Well, we'll see. Okay, so here's just kind of first impressions. I'm thinking few loons. Oops. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna send 3 loons at this mortar up here. 3 loons there. We'll take care of that. At that point, depending on if I've gotten the lure or not, I'm gonna send a giant here and 2 hogs here. At that point, I must have the lure. It's just too much. This is going to get maybe half. It depends how long my loons last. But they're out of range of these air defenses, so I'm not too worried about that. It just depends how much trap, what kind of traps and stuff he has up there. But I'll send 3 loons up there. Worst case scenario, I'll drop a giant and some hogs. Maybe I won't even bring a giant, but if I bring a giant, there's a chance that I get this archer tower with only 2 hogs. So I'll probably do that. So at most, I'm dropping 6 troops for the lure and 2 defenses, probably. So, that's a fine trade. I'll take that. 15 per defense. And the lure, it's great. I am going to pull them out here. I'm going to break the funnel here. And I'll drop a couple whizzies here because this will be gone. And the mortar, I don't think is going to be in range. No, I don't think it will if I drop them deep. I may just drop a minion because, no air defenses, air targeting defenses around there. So, in either case, I'll break it here, and then this will go down too, which is kill squad will go here, and they'll just path up. I'll drop a whiz. Okay. Well, I'll drop a whiz here. I'm going to drop a minion here too. So I'll minion both of these and drop a whiz on the inner defense from it, so that even if the whiz doesn't survive, the minion is going to no problem break that. Okay, so in that case, funnel here, funnel here. The closest will be these 4 buildings here, which will be great. That won't be a problem. At that point, just off the top of my head, what I'm thinking about doing is drop a jump here. I don't want to go in this compartment, so I'm going to drop it a little to the left. I may get into this one accidentally, but that'll be okay because those are defenses anyway. Perfect, great, it's fine. At that point, I am going to do a king and everything will be down, and they'll be jumping in here. Take care of that queen. I'll bring a golem. It'll be a cold-blooded. So 2 witches, probably 7 wizards, 3 for my kill squad. Oops, 3 for my kill squad here. 1 for this. 1 for this. 2 for cleanup. Probably up here and down here. Bring a golem out of the CC. Probably bring 3 or 4 loons. 3 for this, and you never know. maybe use a couple extra. You know, when they have shit like this, you know it's a bomb or spring trap. So if we're designing bases, guys, don't telegraph it like that. I'll just path around them. A good player will just move around them. And you know, these don't even make sense because like if I'm coming, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so let's just go back. Jump spell here. Kill squad into the jump. Golem, king, queen, wizzies, witches. This mortar is annoying, but it is what it is. So hopefully it'll be targeting the golem. Like my kill squad will be doing the killing out here, and it will not be in range. Yeah, it won't be in range of my kill squad. So I'll drop the golem here and just let it walk down, and it'll get the mortar targeting on it. It'll also get the queen once it gets in here. Yeah, so and normally, like, if I drop it up here, it's going to path right here to the nearest defense. It won't go, like, deep in here. So, but when I drop the jump, it's like opening up the walls, so then it'll stop banging on this wall and come in, which is exactly what I want. And I actually like the fact that it's going to have a little movement, and it'll allow my kill squad time to clean these to get down here with it. So they'll kind of be arriving at the same time. That'll be nice. So that's nice. If I jump here, Jesus Christ, I'm really hoping that somebody comes in here and just maybe trips a bomb, figures out if there is one or isn't one. That would be super nice. In any case, I'm gonna go hogs. I'm gonna go hog here, here. Okay, I'm also gonna bring 3 loons for this. Because there could be spring traps around there that would really be fucking annoying. And that will allow, like, I think those loons will come down and survive long enough. Yeah. So they'll get on this cannon. They should kill the cannon and move up, and they may pop Teslas if they're in there, which would be great for my hogs. Once Teslas, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when hogs are running in balloons too, as soon as a Tesla pops, they stop. They literally stop for a second. The algorithm forces them to reevaluate what's the nearest defense. Usually it's the same thing, but sometimes it is the Tesla, and then they peer off, or they kind of take off and head right to it. So if you can get those tripped initially, it's totally worth it. It saves your hogs actually a full second. I think they pause for a half second, but to get going again, they just kind of stop and then start again. So it's really fucking annoying. So yeah, I think if I drop my hogs here, if I drop them here, these ones will bounce in to this. These ones will go right here. I'm gonna make sure to drop them kind of like right over here, so they come in at an angle. Because once they're here on this side, they're gonna path kind of onto the side of the wizard tower instead of like right below it, and that'll trip a bomb if it's here. And then I'll have a heal waiting on them. If they trip that bomb, it's great. It'll single them out one at a time. At that point, these Teslas that are here will pop, and it'll just be hog time through here. Kind of worried about this side a little bit. Not really sure what that's going to look like over here. Because usually there's expos in the center, right? So when the hogs come in here, they'll bounce, and there's a mortar here generally, so they'll bounce in and then come across and then drop down. And there's usually just this one. Oh, I'm sorry. There's usually just this one. So they end up hitting one at a time every time. But in this case, I have to deal with two potential sets on each one, which is fucking annoying. So I may save a few hogs just to go here and then to jump up here, just to see, if I can trip one, great. These ones, like these hogs will be coming through here. Okay, this cannon will be gone. I'll drop some loons on it early. and they'll go across, and they'll only trip one at a time if I send another pack here. So like as these, like I'll send, let's say I send 20 hogs, okay? I'll send 20 hogs here, 10 and 10. They'll go up, they'll go up. They're gonna, these ones, it depends if this expo is up or not. I imagine my golem and my kill squad will get that, but you know, so I'm gonna assume they get that. They're gonna path across to this Tesla, cross to this Tesla, down, you know, these ones will be here, here, here. And as soon as they get kind of here to this first set of Teslas, I'm going to drop, I think I'm going to drop five hogs right here to do the exact same thing and see if I can't trip this. Because if I trip that, great. The hogs will come across, these ones will trip this first one. I'll have a heal just here waiting on them. And then that'll be that. So I'll have a heal here. Let me clear this out so you can see my spell placement. I'll have a jump here, and I'll have a heal here. I'll have a heal here. Pretty close together. This one I may move up a little bit further north, and then I'm gonna have a heal, you know, here. But this will be gone. This will be gone. So there's just trash defenses left. You know, there's some point defenses and whatnot, but shouldn't be too much trouble. I imagine this mortal will be gone with my kill squad. So I'll heal them up and they'll split and they'll do their thing. So I'm imagining a level, you know, high heroes, but just as high as mine, so I'm not terribly worried about it. I'm imagining a pretty decent 3 with this strategy. So, interesting. It's good variation, honestly. If I fail, I'll post a video just to show what happened, where things went wrong. But the hog pathing is the trickiest part, to make sure that they trip one at a time. So, you know, like what I may even do is drop these slightly before I drop these, so that these get here, and then these get here. So that way I can really push these at an angle, and they won't be headed for this, they'll still be headed for this. So, yeah. We'll see what the golems does. I mean, you know, it's probably going to, if I go ahead and jump here, it's probably going to come in and then just follow these down. It may not even survive that long. Like, I'm expecting it to burst on this expo. Like, to jump in, hit it a couple times and then pop, which is fine. But there's just, you know, 21 queen, level 21 queen, full expo on it. It's just a lot of DPS. This cannon won't be able to reach it. What? No. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Could be interesting. I'm just glad I don't have to face a Town Hall 10. You can see the Town Hall 9 above me does. Fucking rookie. Yeah. It's well designed base, honestly. I mean, so the general's been beat up recently. Like, everybody's lallooning it, they're holoing it. There's just nothing you can do to it, really. It's just not great. But this is a decent variation because he's centered the queen. He's given himself an extra double giant bomb position. This one is not going to be a double giant bomb. So I know that. It doesn't make sense. There's just no way. I'm assuming there'll be a Tesla here. So this is a double giant bomb, and then it's just whether or not he's moved this one. But either way, I'm going to trip this. I'm going to trip at least this bomb, or I'm going to trip this bomb first with this pack of hogs or this path of hogs that comes from here and comes around, assuming these go down like I want them to. So it looks like a tricky base, but I think that's going to be fine. The lure in the kill is going to be so easy because, I mean, look at this. Like, he's giving me so much room to just hang out here. Yeah, guys. So that's the plan. I'll give you an update and see what happens, but that's just to show you what I look for in a base, how I break it down and whatnot. Somebody might be tempted, you know,
I could be convinced that a better way to hit this is to shatter it from the bottom, to lure, to like 3 loons from the top, maybe a couple loons here, depending on if you get the lure, and then 3 loons here, and then to use those loons to pull the CC down to kill the cannon. The CC will be like walk in, because like they'll jump up this way a little bit, and then they'll all come down towards your loons at the cannon, and then drop your kill squad down here, and to shatter this, which is 2 golems, and I'll just bomb them in, and then let them go to the defenses. Hopefully, with you have to bring a couple extra wizzies or a witch or something, an extra witch or something, so that you make sure they get in. And this queen will jump this wall. So like, the problem with that is that there's just too many variables. You don't know, like if the queen, like what if the queen jumps here? I don't have a jump spell. I'd bring 4 heals in that case because I had less hogs and I need to keep them alive. So like if you bring an extra golem, you're sacrificing 6 hogs basically, which is the difference between 26 and 20, which doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say you hit a couple spring traps right off the bat, you're down to 14 hogs, and that is not very many, and you'd still have to take out, like I would expect a Shattered to take out this part of the base, so these defenses, that's what I'd need it to take out in order to make it worthwhile, which means you're hogging, you're probably hogging from here. No, I'd hog from here. Once the queen goes, I'd hog from up here, and have them come in, have these ones go around. But the problem with Shattereds is that sometimes shit just goes south. Queen takes off. She like doesn't follow things in, or she's shooting one of these storages, and then she goes to this, and then she goes, and then she just pops around. Just the mechanics of the units aren't great, and I may even need a rage to bring for them, and it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna try this. Somebody, if I fail miserably and I hit a double giant bomb somewhere, somebody will clean me up anyway. So it's kind of the beauty of it. At least they know where to go. So yeah, guys, long video again. Sorry about that. But this is Live Scout. Haven't seen the base before I started it. Yeah, cool, guys. Peace.